this, man. Couldn't beat the shit out you. I just fucked my leg game up.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Beat the flow.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Right down. 280. Walk quick. Go.
Check nickel. Watch the safety.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
God damn.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And finally taken down at the 34. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards on the ground.
First down, Raiders.
That shit don't won't have no more.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Winston now to throw on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Daddy, I need this.
Okay, put it on.
Ready? Flag, what is that? 54 miles. Come, Daniel, come, Daniel. Woo!
Now Kamara.
You're a big boy.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That
Is
brings
it on
up
your phone?
2nd and
Is it on your
5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to go.
Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Jameis to throw it.
Oh, fuck, I thought it bit too fast, man. I can't find it right now while I'm playing the game.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
Go eat.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Go tell mommy to find.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
Go tell mommy to find.
Forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we're good.
Here's Carr. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Go tell mommy to
After an
find.
incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Running with Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Ready. Black, what about behind? Hey, check. Shoot.
Here's Murray. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Murray. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's been a long day for you. Switch. Let's go.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. That's caught. It's Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Looks good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Oh, okay. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Man, that big feet hit out there.
Harris to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second.
This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Winston now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The kick by Lutz is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken.
You gonna run 100
Perhaps
yards,
a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Shit, he ain't do that anymore.
Switch it, here, switch it. Undercut, you're mine. Undercut. 47 mine, 47.
Jacobs now. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
We're good. Ready? Slam.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield.
Trying to get some rushing yards?
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? Back 25 behind. 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On 2nd and 9, Winston.
Oh, the fucking ball. What are you doing?
Raiders have got him.
It bitch that pump face.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they
The
were
big one
coming out
throw
of
the ball.
4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? Blue ready? 54 Mike.
Okay, go tell
Let's go,
me.
defense. Our time. It's our time. Let's go.
3rd and long for Winston. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Man, someone be wrong. My goddamn controller,
criticism
man.
there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston.
Man, what a flag is, man.
Incomplete.
He gonna tackle the motherfucking man before the
down on
goddamn
him there.
ball.
He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's Winston. And he's going to be hit and taken down.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong.
48-yard line.
Max
Crosby
ball.
able to record his 5th sack of the
He's pulling
season.
the ball down and
Here's
shit.
Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
What's this shit up? Bam.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Let's go, defense.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
Got him.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. This is Harris. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Toss play, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Man, you know we got, man. Stop running.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's up in it after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call
that shit
there.
in triple
Now
play.
it's 4th down.
It's 3. Look at that shit. 3 motherfuckers. 3 motherfuckers out there. Let's go to the 3rd quarter, man. You down by 2 scores. Still got time. You think you can play you some defense? He gonna be stupid. Let me go and pick my play, man. Fuck this shit.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Aguilar has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr.
Man, what the fuck you batting the ball down for, bitch?
Incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, it's Jacobs. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Carr going to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. That's Jacobs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Ooh, that supposed to be a pick, baby.
Down as it leaves the quarterback's hand. It's
baby.
Incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back.
I knew where the bitch wanted to go.
He is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
He got the 2 timeout.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. I'm gonna run the clock out on your way. I ain't got time.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
I ain't got time.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Winston. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Teach out, nigga.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Winston.
Man, what the fuck you doing?
That
stupid son of a bitch.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
It's caught. Smith. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Damn, so you got the 2-minute one, but you're going to have 2 minutes to try to tie the game up. Yeah, 2 minutes.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans.
Bitch, you think I'm going to let you hold on to them motherfucking timeout? What the fuck I look like? Damn, kick that bit too hard.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, see, get real now. You're going deep in the playbook.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The busy night continues for Kamara. I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Oh, shit.
Latavius Murray, the ball carrier. Corey Littleton on the tackle.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Saints, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.